Hey everyone, welcome to TTT Urban Homestead. This is Tim doing a quick garden tour. It's May 2nd, 2026. So it's been getting rain. So last video, everything was dry. Grass, everything was dry. Alright, onions and garlic. They're looking good. I don't know. I haven't been real successful with garlic, but onions I have in the past. So I've actually stepped up the amount of onions that I'm growing. I just want to have enough to last a while that we can use. So some of these, like these, were little bulbs. They had them at Walmart for like $3 for a little bag of bulbs. So the ones that are a little bit bigger, I actually got them in early. And then these are the seed ones. They actually look better, but they'll probably fall over and things too once they get a certain height. Some of these that are a little bit shorter are the red or purple type onions, and they seem to be moving a little bit slower, but this area in the front yard gets the best sun, most sun during the day, and this is the west, so they get the morning sun and afternoon sun. They're pretty much in the sun all day. There is a tree back here, so it does kind of filter through in the morning, but this area here actually gets sun all day long. So alright, keep moving on. I'll try to make this short. Looks like we got the zinnia trying to bloom. Just noticed that. So this is the green bean area here on the bottom 8x8 section. So we got rows of green beans. I have seeded all of these, actually put the seed in the ground, and had a pretty good germination rate. I did put fencing, a little piece of fence over this area. Most time when I do seeds, I put something over the ground so that the squirrels aren't digging up my seeds and the cats aren't digging in here and things like that. So these are the green beans, looking good. I don't see any blooms yet, but we'll see how that goes. Here's the eggplant area. And this has got like a middle section here where we can walk in, and I know it's still going to get crowded because these eggplants, the leaves get pretty large, and the plants actually get pretty big too. So here is the okra rows. There's 2 of them here, so we can walk down the middle of that also. On the back side over here, the whole fence line, I've got sunflowers that have, the ones way down on the end were actually volunteers, and then I actually put in the rest of them, also incorporating marigold. Right now I've got them in the corners. On the front side, I'm actually going to line this whole area. The whole front is going to have marigolds, and then I've also added a dill. So the dill are toward the back. There's a dill there. There's a dill there. And then I got 2 out here, kind of between the eggplant and the green beans. So I might add, I got plenty of dill seeds. I collect the dill seeds, so I got plenty of them. I got a whole bag full, so I can just keep growing as long as the The plants keep growing. If it, I know that once it gets hot, they flower, but that's actually what you want with the dill, is to go ahead and just let it flower. You'll be attracting the beneficial insects. All right, moving up to, here's my 4 o'clock high. I mean, they just really shot up. We hadn't had rain in a month and a half, and even when I cut the yard, I was wearing a dust mask because it was so dry. But now everything is just like super thriving. You can water. I don't know what it is. I water, but it just seems like when it rains, everything just really, really shoots up. Got to be a reason for that. Okay, pepper area. Remember last week we showed the peppers. They were kind of small. I'll put a little section of that or a screenshot of that video. But on this front part, I have the hot peppers, jalapeno peppers. I've got 2 in here now. Also another set of, we got marigolds and dill throughout this bed. I'm going to add more. Don't have too much of a problem with pests for the peppers. Hadn't really had that issue. Backside, we've got the regular peppers like bell peppers and green peppers, long peppers. All right, so this is the still winter lettuces, and that's actually a Paris Cos lettuce. You can eat these leaves on Paris Cos even if it starts to bolt. It doesn't get bitter quite as fast, but this area gets really full sun all day long, and it's gonna make the lettuce bolt. Actually today, the last few days have actually been cool. It feels more like May instead of June and July, because over the last month it's actually felt like June and July. So this and I'm letting things go to seed because I like to attract the beneficial insects. I also like to collect these seed pods. I don't really need that many seeds for growing. To be honest, 100 seeds? I mean, I don't even have that many plants every year. So if I just collect a few of these pods, I let them go, let them dry out. I might snip this whole branch right here, and then let it dry out. Put it in the greenhouse, and then I have my seeds for the next year. So we've got that is actually collard greens. So this is what a collard green looks like when it goes to seed. And then also this is kale, and it's starting to go to seed, and it forms a little head, and it'll have flowers on it. And then this is Swiss chard. All of these will actually go to seed, and even the Paris Cos. One plant of Paris Cos, I'll have plenty of seeds for the next year. But this bed has got to be converted for the summer. I'm actually converting this bed to squash. So I'm gonna try my summer squash in here. Try to really use some of these techniques that will get me a crop of squash. Alright, this is supposed to be the herb bed. We do have some mint kind of popping up now. Once we got the rain, I don't have irrigation in here because most herbs don't require as much moisture. The mint probably does, which is why it's kind of died back. Alright. Oh, there's my little lavender plant. I'm going to try to get some of these. I'm actually going to try to get, once they get a little bit taller, I'm going to try to grab some shoots off of those and propagate it, because it's just looking pitiful. I've had this specific plant for several years. This is the cactus that my niece gave me. It's green and everything. Oh, so I do see some growth coming out. I don't know what these things do. If they flower, I don't know. I'm going to try to catch them if they do flower. I think they did last year. I just didn't catch it in time. All right, and all the strawberry patch. It's looking real good. I've been picking here and there, but because of we had drought, and I don't have irrigation in here either, but I was watering. But I just don't think it had enough moisture. The plants look real good, but the production just wasn't as good as I wanted it to be. I've got my bags of soil over there. I get this stuff delivered, so I don't have to carry it 5 times. Going to the back. This area I'm actually converting, or I built this little raised bags system, and I'm going to actually add a lot of herbs. I'm sorry. So we're going to have the mints, basil, all the different things that I want to, as far as herbs go. Right now we've got the lemon balm. So this lemon balm plant I've had for probably 10 years in one way or form or another. So I've split the plant. I actually used to have it in the lemon balm used to be in this container, and it was up on the deck over there for, I don't know, 2 or 3 years. This area gets shade in the afternoon around 2 or 3, so it tends to do really good that way. So that's lemon balm. I've got some more Paris Cos. I just up-potted a few more plants. Since it's cooler now, a little bit cooler than it has been, they don't seem to be bolting. These are more marigolds. I'm going to keep marigolds going because I'm going to be planting them all over the place. All right, so we're moving over to the cucumber bed. So I use this netting for the cucumbers, and I've got the marigolds, really little bit extra marigolds for this area because I'm trying to prevent or deter the cucumber bugs and things like that. So I've got cucumbers down in this row here, and there are some these little melons that I grow too, so I'm gonna have to wait to figure out. I just kind of mixed the seed there. I might thin these a little bit, but we'll see. All right, so we've got in here, we've got marigold, we've got dill and marigold that are going to help with the hopefully deterring the pest. This area has always been the best area for my cucumbers. It does get afternoon sun, but the plants get at least 6+ hours of direct sunlight in the morning, so that tends to work out pretty well. All right, this is another raised bed, also with all the companion planting strategy. I do have 2 in-ground tomatoes. I'm probably going to do a single lead up to this trellis. So just to try to, I have done tomatoes in the ground here before, but I would lose control of them. So I'm going to definitely work on controlling the vines on these with the trellising that I have available. All right, so down here I'm going to have a row of green beans in the front. I've already planted seeds and just kind of waiting on them to pop up. And then we have the tomato raised bag system back here. So I need to, once they get tall enough, I usually put a little stake in there, but once they get tall enough, then I'll put these are probably, I'm gonna keep these at single lead because I don't want them coming all the way over the top of the raised beds. So these are going to be single lead tomatoes. And what I mean is I'm just going to keep it at one stem. I mean, we've already got like these tomatoes are trying to they're flowering. They're starting to flower. So I'm gonna let them go because I just want tomatoes, right? You know, as soon as I'll plant some more plants. I'm gonna clip the suckers off of them, and I might use the suckers for new plants. So anyways, a lot of these have this is a red tomato over here. I forget the variety that it is. These over here are yellow. So these 5 bags here are yellow. This is on a different trellising system. And I've got the marigolds down here. And this is definitely got flowers on it. So what I'm waiting for is once they get pollinated, either the wind pollinates them or the bees pollinate them. So either one. You don't need bees for tomatoes. You need wind, but bees are good too. Alright, marigolds. These are another variety of tomatoes. I think they're early, something early. And I found out what this purple plant was. It was a radish. This is a radish. I don't know if it's. I had radishes growing over here, like in bags or something, and the seeds probably fell down. But I'm pretty sure this is a radish. And of course, I've got my mustard green plant. It's bolted and flowering. I'm trying to leave some of this stuff so that we get some beneficial insects coming in. Blueberries. Got my little blueberry plant. Looking good, and my Roma tomatoes back here looking good. I did see some buds starting to come out, or flowers starting to come out on the Romas, but usually you want a full big giant plant. And then but I'm not doing anything with, I'm not cutting on these bush tomatoes. This is considered a bush. Romas and cherries a lot of times are determinate, not always, but most of the time the Romas they're like a bush tomato, so you get one big harvest and then you can replant if you have time. So nothing going on in the greenhouses except where I keep things dry. Let me run over to the blackberry patch real quick. I'm trying to cut down the video time. So we've got blackberries and I've been picking. I need to get out here and pick again. So yep, something's eating them, so I need to. Now I'm seeing just a lot more blackberries. But this is a patch that we would mow this whole area, like all of the last 10 years. But I noticed some blackberries on the fence. And yes, I definitely need to get out here and pick the blackberries. So the last portion is, we got the row of bagged strawberries. Not a lot of production of those. Still picking spinach. So that is hopefully the quick. Wasn't as quick as I wanted to be, but thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe, like, comment, and we'll see you soon.